short video. Phone, wallet, keys. I would just be making a... Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go. Oh, disconnected, reconnected. I get bored and it's... I was talking to my older sister Danielle about this, and it's just, I don't know if it's... Danielle calls it the ADHD generation. I think there's a little bit of truth to that, but generally doing one or two things isn't necessarily enough to keep my head occupied, and I get bored easily. It's like my job that I do right now, even though I'm somewhat multitasking, it's extremely boring. So there's that. So I'm just going to basically just, before I actually had left to go on this errand that I'm doing, I should probably hit my little sister up, let her know. Okay, there I go, I'm back. All right. Yeah, I'm actually, she pops on to see this, I'm actually, she recommended something to me. I'll probably have to cut the video when I get there. But, where was I? Oh yeah, while I was prepping to head out and taking care of things, generally I got like a million thoughts that go through my head all the time. I take them to the nth level. And, I try not to think too much. I try not to go into super deep thoughts. But I can't help it sometimes. So it's also kind of cathartic in its own ways. And I generally don't... Whoa. Whew. Damn, what the fuck? Yo, I don't know if y'all saw that. It was crazy. A car just came by, hit that freaking median. Fortunately, they're all okay. The tires didn't pop and whatnot, but that was wild. Yeah, freaking full family in that vehicle. They did nice though. They actually freaking slid on that median pretty well, full of rocks. So luckily nobody was hurt. They didn't crash into anything. There's a freaking metal pole in the middle of the street. They didn't hit that, and they were... There's got to be something wrong with that street. A vehicle just did it again. Huh. That's literally two vehicles in a row that just drove up on the median. That's wild. Anywho, so before I even came out here, I was just like I said, I'll make videos, throw them up on my crap, and they usually generate from one thought that I have, and then I just have this like hour-long conversation with myself. So, I appreciate that. Yeah, so, I was literally going on a rant, and it literally was going, well, not a rant, but just talking about communication style, the way my dad raised me, everything from like how he taught me how to give stories in extreme detail, why he did that. Also, I kind of went into how things that our parents teach us kind of get passed down. Canada? Nah, this is Vegas. Actually, the Strip is about a mile up Fremont. I work up there, but not today. But hey, what's going on, Jessica? Scott. Talking about parents, that's my dad's name. Now that I was talking about my dad's communication method, how he taught us how to share in extreme detail, I found out most people don't like that because it's... Anywho. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I say that all the time. One of my homies, Matt, he gets upset when I did that. I actually haven't been there yet. The Atomic Museum. I mean, as weird as it sounds, a lot of Vegas locals, when you go up around it, the ooh and the ah kind of goes away. And it's just like, I'll hit him, I'll be here for the next 30, 40 years, so. Back to freaking, yeah, I was going into how my dad taught us how to communicate in extreme detail, how growing up kids learn from their parents by osmosis, as I like to say that, just by exposure. And not only do I use it, because my dad would also have us relay stories in extreme detail, because we called it his BS sensor, where, you know, his way of figuring out if we were lying to him or if like people are screwing with him is he would just, you know, have us talk in extreme detail, ask questions, and he'd be able to put a story together to figure out if someone was screwing with him. I learned that, I do it, but then also I communicate in extreme detail because I learned it mitigates any potential miscommunication issues. Now, I've been told by people, you know, they always tell me, shorten it up, Bradley. I don't need to hear everything in extreme detail. And it's like, okay. But, you know, freaking I started doing this like 15 years ago. And I figured, in regards to communication with people, you know, it's frustrating when you want to talk with somebody, or when, especially when multiple people are involved. You know, I think I'll cross over here. And when you want to give all those details, yeah, it's freaking frustrating. And then when miscommunication happens because you don't get to share all the details, people get pissy and they get angry and they're like, you know, yeah, apparently I'm the one who sucks with communication issues. But, you know, and then it's just like, because if you don't resolve where the miscommunication happens, shit spirals out of control. You know, I've tested it before where I've just like, I stopped giving as much details. I would try to keep it short and simple for them. And when the arguments would happen, I'd just like, hey, hold up. And I'd just cut it back to the square one. And I'd just be like, you know what, screw it. I'm going to tell you guys in extreme detail what I was trying to say. I do. And then we all realize where the miscommunication happened. And then they look at me and they go, well, why didn't you tell us that at the beginning? I'm like, I was going to. But you didn't want to hear me freaking spill all my shit, so you told me to shorten it up. Because apparently we lack patience nowadays. So damned if you do, damned if I don't. So I'm learning. Basically, there's group conversations, and then when I'm interacting with individuals, I try, and this is why I actually enjoy people, I try to learn everyone's communication method, because everyone talks a certain different way, everyone thinks a different way. There's literally 8 billion different perspectives on this earth. And also, you know, in regards to friendship, the more you get to know someone, you know, the closer generally your friends. So, but yeah, that was probably about a quarter of the conversation I had with myself when I was I don't know which store to go to. When I was chilling in my room, and yeah, that's about a quarter of it. And then I was like, you know what? Shit, I guess it's just more content to throw out. If anyone sees this crap, I don't care. If one person hears one little thing about what I said, they take that little thought home and they do something with it, it's like, all right, cool, I guess something was done. So, it was supposed to be around here. It's like open till 2 a.m. What time is it? It is 11:42. I might have to cut this short. But yeah, and this was one, I just want to throw a whole bunch of crap I had in my head on here. And two, I usually try to make these videos while I'm walking. So, geez, yeah, freaking shower thoughts online. Ooh, okay, that's where it's at. If Michaela is watching this by chance, I think I found the place. I'm gonna go check it out. We'll see what's cracking, see what's bracking. And then I will hit you back and let you know what the results are. And I appreciate your suggestion, because I pretty much tried everything else. Fucking my own ways of self-medicating, you know, freaking therapy through the VA, yada, yada, yada. I've been trying to fix this crap for years, and there's been no permanent solution, but I guess I'm getting there. Freaking mental health is a motherfucker. And That's just the shallow end of it. All right. Well, I'm here. I don't think I can be showing this stuff online, so I'm gonna hang up for now. Appreciate everyone who tuned in. How do we hang this up? I've only done this like twice.